Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. We're going to get right into what's going on today, what the Fed just did. Forgive me if I talking a little loud. I can't hear anything in this ear. I'm going to see a specialist in the morning. So while the Fed was talking, I was getting waterboarded at my local doctor here. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get right into it. Listen. There's a lot going on. Let's get right into it. So we had PPI, we had CPI came out yesterday, and then we had PPI come out today, Producers Price Index. Okay, but PPI was all in line, right? And it's showing that inflation is cooling off. There are some segments in CPI that is showing that inflation is a little stagnant, but mostly showing that inflation is cooling off. It's just kind of flat. Everything was expected, in line with what it expected. Okay. Some of the things that the Fed said during the FOMC meeting, because I was watching it on my phone and while I was waiting on the doctor, labor market is strong. He said the soft landing is a possibility. And we had things that happened as he was talking because he was sounding so dovish, meaning he was sounding so soft, like he wasn't going to be aggressive, right? He wasn't going to come for, he wasn't going to come for revenge by raising interest rates, right? So the Dow hit a record high today. Treasury yields failed, right? Because the Fed was sounding very dovish, and crypto had a bounce. Now, for those of you that want a quick study when you are at work, because I always think about you guys are at work and you want to know what's going on and you get off work, I have CNBC Pro. You can literally just read the headlines and just kind of go through what was discussed, right? So look at it. Look at this. Let's go back one. Let's start here. Fed, look at this. The balance sheet is working as expected. Okay, so that's positive. So he's saying things are working like he expected, which means he is less likely to raise interest rates. Here's another one. Inflation. Okay, Fed power on why inflation was different this time. All right. Another dovish comment. We were aware of the risk of hanging on too long. Remember, he kept saying longer for higher, longer for higher. Higher for longer, higher for longer. Okay. Then wages running above inflation goal. Okay. So Fed Powell was adamant about getting inflation down to 2%. And so he did not take rate cuts off the table like he used to before. He just wouldn't talk about it. And now he's more open to it. He's more open to a softer landing. All of this talk, what happened? The markets reacted positively right away. Look at this, good people. Look at this. The Dow jumped up 500 points, closing at positive 494. The S&P, look at that, 1.3%, 1.3%, 1.3% on all the major indices, okay? And look at the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 hit 3.55% today based on this news, right? So the Fed did not raise interest rates. We all knew that he wasn't going to raise rates anymore. The question is when will he start to reduce? Now, I believe that the Fed gave us a double blessing, right? Though a lot of people are still saying that we could see a recession in 2024. That's neither here nor there, because a lot of analysts, I'm not saying one way or another, I don't have a crystal ball, but a lot of analysts are expecting. Some say that we are in a soft landing right now as we speak. Okay, you be the judge of that. All right. But as we turn to crypto, and for those of you that don't like crypto, you got to see this. Okay, you got to see this. So now, while he was talking, what happened? This is the crypto bubble. What happened to crypto? Everything popped green. Look at that. Beam, BEAM. 16%. Boink went boink up 17%. Most of this started to run up because we were expecting the Fed to do what he did. All right. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin jumped up. Look at that. 3% today. All right. For a whopping $1,200. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fed. Thank you for Christmas. Okay. And so now you guys know what I'm going to look at next, right? The crypto miners. Now, before we look at the crypto miners, I just want to say this. Remember, they were talking about the Fed may be cutting in March. These are all guesstimations. You know, that's when you guess and you combine estimations with guesstimations, right? And so we were thinking maybe March, right? Guesstimation. Now that's pushed back a little bit because of some of the data that was in the CPI, Consumer Price Report. That may be pushed back to what? April-ish. What else is happening in April-ish? The halving. You got it. The halving. So this could be a double whammy for crypto because crypto does well in low interest rates. Okay. When the interest rates are low, that's when crypto does well. Crypto takes a spanking in higher interest rates. Okay. So let's look at what's going on with the crypto miners. Look at that. Clean Spark up 16, almost 17%. Bitfarms, which I have added to my portfolio now, up. I told you guys that, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? Day before yesterday, I started adding Bitfarms when it had that other pop-up. Look at that, good people. 18.5%. Bitfarms jumped up. This is just today, good people. This is not the week. It's not the month. It's the day. 18% for Bitfarms. Then we have Marathon and we got Riot. Riot up 8.35%. Marathon Digital, ticker symbol MRAR, up 12.5%. And if you didn't see me interview the CEO of Mara, so I've have two of them now. I have interviewed the CEO of CleanSpark and now Mara, and Riot is next. Okay, so that video that I shot yesterday, I interviewed the CEO of Mara, Marathon Digital. That will appear in your upper right hand box. Okay, all right. So let's keep it going. All right, let's see what else we got here. This is some of the headlines about the FOMC. Just go to the top stories if you really want to dig into everything he said. He was sounding very, to me, very dovish. Okay, dovish. For those of you that don't know, he ain't raising interest rates. Ain't, right? That's a word. That's in my dictionary. Ain't. So it's not gonna happen, right? So now the new question is, when will he start to go down, right? When will he start to go down? And it led me to think about something that I did in 2009, after the recession of 2008. One of the things that I did in 2009 that I was going to do today, and I lost a lot of money being in the doctor's office, right? Please forgive me. I literally can only hear from this side of this half of my head. So what happened was I had a fund, and I still have that fund in my other broker, and it was called Black Swan, right? I literally called it Black Swan. And so what that was I only used the money that was in that fund, in that portfolio, when I saw the reward at 85% and the risk, the reward at 80% and the risk at 20%, or the reward at 90% and the risk at 10%. And I was going to do one of those moves today. And I had my wife plan my doctor's appointment, and it wasn't her fault because I know she's going to watch this. I just didn't line it up with the FOMC meeting. But consider doing that yourself, good people. And what I did was, we all knew what was going to happen today. So if I would have played the Qs today, if I would have played the TQQQ, or if I would have did a call option on the Qs, I would have made a ton of money today, right? And because this was it's not a true Black Swan event, but it was just one of these things. And the way that I really entered into this, for those of you that's old enough, when the oil rig blew up, we knew that the oil company was not going to, how long ago was that? That was a while back. But what we did was, and that's when I first learned options, is we did a put option down and then we did a call option up, right? Because you knew the stock was going to fall, but you knew these big oil companies were not going to go out, right? And so when you find situations like that where you know it's positive movement, some big event, you might want to keep some dry powder to the side for those, okay? I'm going to leave it right there, good people, because it's getting difficult hearing out of one ear. Listen, for those of you that want 5.1% on your money, just open up a Moo account, right? That'll be the second link below. I'm sorry, it'll be the third link below. Moo will be the third link below. Click it. Go ahead, get your 15 free stock and get 5.1% on your money. And then the second link below will be the Stock Squad. It will be all of us, right? And Keenan was in there today keeping the family fed. We kind of switch around. I was at the doctor's office trying to warn people about the Fed. And then we got Stock Mode that does live trading occasionally there. And then we got Stocks with Josh. So all four of us are there. Okay, good people, do me a favor. For those of you that are new, I appreciate you. Welcome to the family. For those of you that's been with me for a while, I just want to ask you to continue to hit that like button. And if you're new, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. And if I've helped to shine a light on anything or helped you to make you one dime, please continue to share this page. Just share the page. That's how you can say thank you, Larry. Share the page, okay? Leave me a comment, good people. I love you guys. We'll see you later. A good day today. We'll take it. We don't know what tomorrow holds, but today was a good day.